Hey everyone, my name is Melissa Berg and I'm a lead executive with Jamberry Nails. I started my journey July 14th of 2014. A friend had an online Facebook Jamberry party. I did not know what Jamberry was. I don't know what I thought it was, but I didn't even know it was nail stickers. Um, and the party was fun. I got involved in the games, started playing and requested a sample, and as soon as I tried my sample, I placed my order. I fell in love with the product immediately. I remember my sample was black and white chevron, um, and I placed the buy three get one, and I got my stuff in. I added to my sample Jamacure. I did raspberry sparkle, and I think I started layering the white chevron over that. So I was just really into it from the beginning. I loved it. And I was really excited about it, and knew that I wanted to host a party and earn more for free. So my sponsor, Becky, who wasn't my sponsor yet, hosted a party for me, with me, and my party did, I think, over $1,100, and I knew probably about a few days before the party ended that I was interested in the business opportunity, because I thought, well, gosh, I just missed out on all of this commission from my friends. Like, I should have joined right from the beginning. Like, why didn't I do that? I ended up earning the kit credit, so I used it. I joined. I was still hesitant. I still had questions. And Becky was very new too, so I remember her having to run to the upper leaders and ask people. I was asking about taxes and things that I was just really nervous about. I was very nervous, so I didn't just jump in, without second guessing myself. I had reservations, but I did join. Thank goodness I joined. And when I joined, I was on maternity leave with my son, my second son, who at the time I think was about 2.5 months. I remember nursing in the nursery, putting him to sleep and being on my iPhone while he's, nursing, and, doing my first party and doing bingo, and just, it was good times. But I remember feeling that dread of having to go back to work. I was a cardiac ICU nurse. I'd been one for 5 years, and the time, the clock was ticking. I had taken unpaid maternity leave because I just wanted to be home with my son. And I really just dreaded going back, but I went back. I worked weekend nights, which was really hard, being away from my family. We've struggled with that since I first started. Working weekend nights was something that I did after I had my first son, so that I could stay home with him during the week. And then it's like my husband and I would trade off, and we were just in this grind, in this daily, weekly rut of, me watching the kids or the kid, and then him watching on the weekend, and me just being exhausted. Usually it took me about 2 days to go back to normal. So by Tuesday, I was kind of normal again. So we were just really tired, really tired. So I went back to work. I remember pumping at work, thinking, oh my God, this is just horrible. I was doing really well with Jamberry. I didn't know, I kind of joined because I love the product, and I thought, well, this will be fun. And if it goes nowhere, I mean, I haven't lost anything. But by October, I was team manager. I had a good team underneath me. A couple of good friends joined right away. I was very lucky in the beginning. They just were so excited for my party that, I had 4 parties booked, and I had about 2 or 3 recruits right off the bat. So in October, I made TM, and my friends were becoming successful along with me. It was really fun for all of us to learn together. And by November, I was executive. So I just remember being really proud of myself and thinking, gosh, I just wish I could quit, but I couldn't let it go. And it came to a point where, with work, the hospital doesn't close. So it's my baby's first Christmas. Dylan was 4, so he really started to get Santa Claus, and I really wanted to be home with them. So I signed up to work Christmas Eve night, overnight, and I think when I came back to work the next week, or somebody had called me and said, you only signed up for one holiday. We had to put you on Christmas night too. And I literally wanted to cry. I think I did cry. So after that, I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, it really was affecting my family, and I was making enough money with Jamberry to really more than replace that income. But I was scared. I didn't know if that income was going to last. I didn't know if this was just, by chance, if this had happened to me, and, it was nothing that I did. I was just lucky. So I stuck with it some more, and by February, I was just kind of over it. Really thinking like I should have quit back in December when they told me I had to work Christmas. Like, that was my last straw. So in February, I became lead executive. I think I promoted January to senior executive, and then in February to lead executive. My team was just tremendous. They're so awesome. And I've been a lead executive for 8 months, almost. In July, I got paid as senior executive. Summer was really hard, but I can say that consistently for 8 months now, my paycheck has just kind of blown my family away. We haven't had to worry about anything. We've taken pretty much the whole month of June off. We went to the beach. We had family come to town for 2 weeks, and then we went to Florida to visit my mom. And I still made excellent money. It's kind of crazy. Sometimes my husband's a little jealous, and he's like, I went to college and I'm not making as much money as you, and you get to stay home and be with the kids, and it's just such a great opportunity for people like me. And people like me are the people on my team, and a lot of them are flourishing and having their own success stories. And honestly, apart from my own story and my own things that Jamberry has brought me, seeing other people succeed has been like by far the most rewarding part. I know that one of my girls is also a lead executive. Her name is Lindsay Maddie, and she shared her story with my team, so I feel it's okay for me to share a little bit of that with you. She was one of my hostesses that I did not know. She was my cold market. She was a friend of a friend of a friend. And she had a party with me, and Lindsay's got this amazing network of friends that just adore her, and her party was so much fun. I remember telling my sponsor, Becky, that I was just like, this girl has to join. Like, she has to join. I just know she's going to do incredible. And Lindsay was like, no, she didn't even own a nail file at the beginning of the party. I had to send her a ton of stuff just to get her going. She did love the product, and her friends just ate it up. They loved it too. And I think by the end of her party, I had at least a handful of people interested in joining, and there were like a ton of parties. And I pretty much told Lindsay that if she didn't join, I would cry. And she was going through some hardships too. Her husband wasn't able to work due to injury, and she was in a tough spot financially with her family. And she's got 4 kids. And at the time, she was just like, I don't know if I can do this. And, she earned a kit credit. Her party did amazing. But we must have at least 5,000 PMs between the two of us. We talked every single day. We became really close. And finally, she just decided, she said, you know what, I'm going to do it. And I think I might have fell out of my chair at that moment, because I knew that her friends were going to rally around her, and she was going to be amazing. And I was right. She is amazing. And I'm so lucky to have her on my team. I'm so lucky to have my other friends who started with me, who are now, team managers and up. They've all done really well. And Jamberry's changed each of our lives, and it's still changing lives. Even to this day, I have a new team manager that she became team manager in 2 months. And it's just crazy the amount of success that I've seen in the girls that are on my team, and I'm so happy for them, and I'm so happy for me. My life has been, completely different since I've gotten to be home. And I'm just so happy that Jamberry came into my life, and I'm so grateful that Becky and my friend Melissa, who had a party with Becky, introduced me to it. So that is my Jamberry success story, and I'm really happy to share that with you, and I hope that if you're considering the opportunity, that you think about how Jamberry could change your life, because it definitely changed mine. Thanks.